Hi everyone! Welcome to my cooking channel Japanese Food at Home. I'm Chef Reina from Japan. This time, I'm gonna show you how to make a mochi dessert that looks just like a real Japanese apricots. Japanese apricots are also well known as 𝒒𝐿 in Japanese, and they're in season from late May to early July. Food that makes you feel culture of the season is always appreciated, you know. And when it comes to the Japanese confectionery industry, items featuring 𝒒𝐿 are popular at this time of year. These look so real, right? You may think it's a trick only a professional can do, but in this video, I'm gonna share my method step by step, so how to use food coloring properly, how to wrap the bean paste in the mochi dough like a pro, and how to shape an apricot like a real one. You can easily follow my recipe at home. Okay then, let's go through the ingredient list. We're gonna combine white 𝒕𝒖𝒏 bean paste and an egg yolk for the filling. In Japanese confectionery terms, this is called 𝒕𝒖𝒏 as 𝒕𝒏 implies egg yolks. For the mochi dough, we're gonna use 𝒍𝒆𝒂𝒔𝒆 𝒕𝒐𝒪𝒃 potato starch, sugar, and water. All of these items are the same as the ingredients for kashiwa mochi, but the ratios are different, so the dough for this apricot mochi will be much softer. Besides that, we're gonna use food coloring for the dough. The powdered type is traditionally used for Japanese confectionery, and you need yellow, red, and blue to create apricot colors. The dough will be very sticky, and you should dampen your hand from time to time so you can easily handle it. Water works, but syrup works much better in order not to make the dough watery or weaken the taste. To make the syrup, you mix sugar and water. The potato starch is to dust the surface of the final product. To begin with, let's prepare the filling. There are several ways to make �𝒑𝒏, and for today, I'm gonna show you the easiest way. It's as simple as mixing the cooked yolk with the bean paste. The cooked yolk is normally taken from a hard-boiled egg, but personally I think it's better to keep the leftover egg white raw because I like to bake egg white sweets such as financier and chiffon cake. So this time, let's separate the raw egg yolk from the white first. Place the yolk in a microwave-proof cup, then poke holes with chopsticks to break the surface membrane. If you don't do this, the yolk will possibly burst in the microwave, so please make sure to do this. After that, cover with a cling film, then microwave it at 600 watts for 25 to 30 seconds until cooked through. As for the egg white, I usually wrap it in cling film, tie it with a rubber band, put it in an airtight container, and store in the freezer. When you use it, simply transfer the desired amount to the fridge and thaw. This is handy, isn't it? When the yolk is ready, we're gonna add it to the white 𝒕𝒖𝒏 bean paste. Place the bowl of the bean paste on a no-slip mat or a wet towel to prevent it from moving around. Then cover with a flour sifter upside down, just like a lid. So now, we're gonna strain the cooked egg yolk with this setup. Place the yolk on top. The rear left space is the best for a righty and the rear right for a lefty. When you strain something, a rubber spatula may be too flexible, so I recommend you use a wooden spatula. Hold the spatula with the flat side facing up and the curvy side facing down. Then put your left hand on top to press the yolk down against the sifter while pulling the spatula towards you from the rear left to the front right. Please do not try to process all at once. It is in the end most efficient to start from the front part and push it little by little. If the bowl is almost the same size as the sifter, there is no need to worry about the strained yolk spilling. When you finish straining all of the yolk, turn the sifter over and remove the stuck yolk to make sure you add all of it to the bean paste. After that, mash up the mixture with a rubber spatula until well combined. The paste seems a little bit sticky, so let's remove excess moisture. Cover with a paper towel so that it adheres well to the surface. Then microwave at 600 watts for 30 to 45 seconds. After that, stir well with a rubber spatula and cover with a paper towel again to prevent it from too drying out, and set aside until it cools. Next, divide the paste into 6 equal portions and roll them into small balls. You don't have to use a scale, just weigh them with your hands to compare them to each other and make adjustments as needed. Next, let's prepare the syrup. Put the sugar and water in a small cup, then microwave it at 600 watts for 15 to 20 seconds. When the mixture just starts to boil, remove from the microwave and stir well to completely dissolve the sugar. Then let it cool. So now let's prepare the mochi dough. First, work on the 𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒏. As I mentioned in other cooking videos, you should dissolve 𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒏 in water before combining the other ingredients. Please check my previous video on strawberry mochi for more details. In a microwave-proof mixing bowl, add a bit of the 70 grams of water. Then mix well until it becomes a smooth paste, mashing it up sufficiently. After that, dilute the paste with the rest of the water into a liquid. Next, add the 𝒕𝒐𝐿, potato starch, and sugar. Then mix until well combined. The base of the dough is ready, so from now, let's create the apricot colors. Food coloring powders need to be dissolved in water before use. Generally speaking, yellow is mild, so you need more powder than blue and red, which are intense enough to require a very small amount. Once each powder is in its own cup, add a bit of water. You can use a tiny spoon, but you may want to use a dropper if you have one. It's much easier to adjust the amount of liquid you drop, and it also works best when you color the dough. In regards to the amount of the water, the same as the powder in appearance may be a good place to start. But like I said before, blue and red are so intense that even one drop can change the color of the dough too much, so you may want to dilute the blue and red liquids with more water just in case. After dropping in some water, mix well until the powders are completely dissolved. So now let's color the dough. First, add the yellow liquid until the dough becomes just like this. Next, scoop 1 tablespoon of the dough out and transfer it into another small bowl. Then, add a bit of the red liquid to the bowl to make an apricot orange color. Please start from 1 drop as it may be enough. Looks good! Once it comes to the color you desire, wipe off the side of the bowl with the spatula. Then cover with cling film. Microwave at 600 watts for 15 seconds and stir well. Cover with the film again, put it back in the microwave, and heat for another 10 seconds. As you can see, the dough becomes sticky and somewhat translucent. Cover loosely with the film and leave to cool. Next, change the rest of the dough into an apricot green color, that is, yellow-green. You may think using green food coloring would work more efficiently, but some products tend to have more bluish color than desired, and once you add it, it will be difficult to bring it back to yellow-green, so I recommend adding a bit of blue to yellow when you make yellow-green. See? 1 drop is enough, and it's become a perfect apricot green. Okay then, clean up the side of the bowl, cover with a cling film, and microwave at 600 watts for a minute. As you can see, some parts are still undercooked at this point. Stir well until the entire dough has an even texture. Then cover with the film again and microwave for a further minute. After you've confirmed the dough is cooked through, cover loosely with the film and leave to cool just like before. The 2 colors of the dough are ready to shape, so let's divide them into small portions. First, Dampen your hands sufficiently with the syrup. Then take the orange dough and roll it into a small loaf. Tear it apart into 6 portions, then roll them into balls. Actually, you don't necessarily have to make them even, because real apricots ripen differently from one to another, so the size of the orange part on the surface should rather vary if you insist on reality, you know what I mean? Do the same for the yellow green dough. Dampen your hands with the syrup. Roll the dough into a small loaf, then divide it into 6 portions. This time, you may want to make each portion almost equal by weighing with your hands just like you did for the bean paste. Alright then, it's time to rub the bean paste with the mochi dough. Smear the syrup on your hands, then place a yellow-green ball in your left palm. If there are smooth and rough areas on the surface, place the smooth side facing down so it will be outside in the final product. Then flatten it out by tapping with your palms. Next, place an apricot orange ball on top. This orange color will be shown through the yellow-green dough just like a ripening apricot. But the orange area doesn't necessarily appear on top, right? So you may want to place it a little off-center. Then make it adhere to the yellow-green dough by tapping with your palms again. The diameter of the dough ideally reaches almost 4 fingers wide at this point. Slide the dough up onto 4 fingers, then place a bean paste bowl in the center. Cup your left hand. Support the left and front of the dough with both thumbs and the top with the index and middle fingers of your right hand. Then gradually push the dough up along the side of the bean paste ball while rotating it clockwise. Once the edge of the dough comes higher than the bean paste ball, close the seam. Lastly, roll it in your palms so it becomes a neat ball before placing it on the spread potato starch. So now, we're gonna add final touches to them. Dust the surface well, then carefully brush off the excess starch until you can hardly see the starch. An authentic brush with real animal hairs works much better than a silicone brush. Next, mark the center with a vertical line using this wooden triangle stick, which is called 𝒎𝒂𝒏. This is a tool dedicated to shaping Japanese confectionery decoratively, but I know most of you don't have one. No worries, I'm gonna show you a substitute afterwards. After leaving the mark in the center, make a hole with the tip of a chopstick for the stem end. Then pinch the opposite side with your fingertips for the blossom end. That's all. It looks pretty, doesn't it? For those who don't have the triangle stick, let me show you another method. This time, I'm gonna use a small spatula. It should run halfway around the apricot mochi, so please start from the heel in order to make use of the length of the spatula. Push the heel against the mochi and move the contact point towards the tip, like this. The outcome is totally comparable to that of a triangle stick, right? I think this is good enough, but if you want more reality, I have another tip for you. This is a clean, thin, damp, well-squeezed towel, which is called a 𝒎𝒕 in Japanese. For shaping Japanese confectionery, the thinner the better. Place an apricot mochi in the center of the towel, then fold to cover, avoiding any wrinkles as best you can. Fill the dent of the stem end with your fingertip. Then prick it with the unpointed end of a bamboo skewer. This way, the area around the hole becomes plump, and the final product will look more like a real apricot. The mochi dough can become moist again due to the contact with a wet towel, so please dust the surface again just in case, and adjust the shape if necessary. The stem end of the left one is made with the former method, and the right one with the latter method. They look different when you compare them, right? Easy or crafted, it's your choice. Alright, this is how to make Japanese apricot mochi. You can put it in the fridge, but the mochi dough gets drier and firmer over time, so please eat it on the same day you make it or by the next day at the latest for maximum enjoyment. The filling has a rich taste thanks to the egg yolk, and the yellowish color is beautiful. Why not impress your family or friends with this too cute to eat dessert? In the next video, I will share a recipe for seafood yakisoba seasoned with lemon and 𝒕𝒖𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒄. This dish is refreshing and perfect for the summer season. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see how it is made. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Have a great day with delicious food. See you next time.